Good evening, guys.
Good evening.
We are here at the Surfside Beach and we're going to do a walk to the west deck here in Oranjestad. We are close to the runway also of the Reine Beatrix Airport. Yes. Welcome to the channel. My name is Hyro, she is Marleen. And together we're gonna give you a look at an evening, a late sunset, late sunset walk here in the area. We have filmed a few videos here in this area before, but I don't recall making any sunset videos. And this is part of the dining here at the Surfside Beach every evening. This is the Barefoot restaurant. And it just happens to be a birthday going on. We're gonna go a little bit closer, just a little bit. Just happens to be. But so you can also get a better and closer glimpse of what it looks like if you are planning your trip to Aruba. This is one of those places that you might want to consider for one of your dinners maybe. And we can also see in the distance a cruise ship in port. And on this other side, I'm having some issues with the gimbal. I am using the old GoPro 7 tonight, testing it out again after a few months of giving it a break. You know, I started vlogging with the GoPro 7. I still think it's an awesome camera. And the reason I am taking, oh, nice bird. Oh, oh, the gimbal, I have to get used to the gimbal. It's not turning the way I used to with the 11 now. But the reason I'm using it is that the 7 is much better, much more stable for night walks. And this, before it's all over, it's gonna be dark or darker, and that's the reason. Some families still enjoying this late sunset, and at the distance we have the Surfside Beach Bar, one of our favorite, well, it's become one of our favorites also, right? With the kids especially, they love coming there. And having a lot of Dutch treats, Dutch style, snacks, etc. And they also have pizza and stuff. So that might also be in your dinner plans if you want to go a little bit more casual. Maybe you want to do that one. Now this walkway was built quite a few years ago, maybe 10 years ago by now or so. And it's very, very popular with folks coming out after work, after school, after work, doing some exercise, etc. And it gets, especially around this time of the day, you see a lot of families, a lot of doing their sport and walking, running, biking, stretching, etc. Now, as usual, I can start hearing some music, so we're gonna deviate just a little bit to try to avoid the music. We're gonna deviate here on the left a little bit. So that's actually, the music is part of them also giving sometimes classes of aerobics. Let me call it aerobics, probably. It's probably something else. And So this is the parking or the back part of the Barefoot restaurant. Some who remember, it used to be the long time ago with the Contempo and also the Havana Beach Club. The entrance used to be here. It's not as nice as it used to be because the businesses are still doing its thing there, but they decided to focus the how do you call it, the entrance on the beach side and not on the street side anymore. I can also hear an airplane in the background, probably taxiing to take off. There is also a place on this side, on this left side, so the younger kids can play here as well. And just gonna briefly show them, see if there are no bikes crossing here. Just gonna briefly show them also these bars and restaurants that are situated here on this side. So we got the local popular one, the Hamaca. This is probably the most popular one. But there are a few more on this side. And let's see. So we're not gonna go there. We got the Aruba sign right here, and also the talk of the town across the street. And we're gonna turn again. It's a struggle tonight with the gimbal. I don't know if I got the setting that's really slow, but on that side I think that the 11 does really good. Sometimes it's good to go back a few times to realize what you got with the new cameras. This is definitely one of those cases. So we're gonna start speeding up our walk, and unfortunately I don't see any of the lights on yet, but hopefully on the street side later on we'll have no issues. I normally over here I like to bike also. Lately I haven't biked as much, but it's also very nice to bike here, and you can do it up to the fire station at the airport till pretty much the Wilhelmina Park. So there's a very nice bike lane. And this is one of those places also that when it was made, it got some criticism because it was for sure an investment at the time. But also with time, people realized it was a good investment because a lot of people not just used it in the beginning, but they kept using it, and it's very popular. And it just made the whole strip from the airport to the city look a lot nicer, a lot cleaner and organized. On this side makes you like, you don't know if it's a party, but you see the Surfside Marina. I know they have hosted a few months ago some of the members of the Dutch government there. I think they had a dinner there. And it's also a place where you can stay the night. Hopefully if the camera does okay and the battery and everything, what we will cover along this route is more or less like a kilometer. And it's a very nice walk in the evening, but at night, rather during the day, it can be very, very hot. But it's certainly doable. And if you are visiting with a cruise ship, so if you are here for the day and you're wondering, could I technically walk from my cruise ship to a beach instead of taking a bus or a taxi? Yes, you can. If you are willing to walk just a little bit, you can walk to the Surfside Beach. And it's not the best beach on the island. I'm going to tell you that, but it is a nice beach, and we do actually visit it quite often, especially with the kids. Mm-hmm. It's the waters are usually very, very calm, so if you do have kids, it can be definitely one of those very good options.
And there's a lot of trees. So you can sit in the shadow.
Yeah.
In the full sun.
Yeah. Exactly. So here is all along this part is where Marlene is referring to. That you can have some shadows. It's not going to be sun all the time for you. While the Eagle Beach is great, but you don't have any shadows. That's one of those things. And there are places where you can rent a palapa, but there aren't many, especially not at the Eagle Beach. Oh my God, what is this? Only in Aruba. So that is, what can I say? Only on Aruba things. And Marlene has been on her channel featuring so many other things that we do behind the scenes. Most of those things do not make it to the channel, or at least this channel, our channel, but that might make it as only in Aruba. So make sure you subscribe to her channel. I will put the name of the channel in video, and I'll try to also put it also in the description so you can look for it. Take a look at her videos, short format mostly, with an occasional walking video and so. But make sure you subscribe to it. And yeah, that helps her also to grow and grow in the algorithm, which is sometimes so very difficult to do here on YouTube. In the meantime, also let me know where you are watching from. I like to know where you guys are from. That's one of those things that most folks that do meet me, I will always be asking, where are you guys from? Because it's just very, very interesting to know just who I am talking to, where you're from, and know the market a little bit. And occasionally I hear some names of places that I've never heard of myself, so I find those also very interesting. Or places that I've visited myself, so that is also very cool. Been meaning to do a night walk after a while, or at least in the city. Maybe we'll have another one in the coming few weeks, maybe. We just did one last night, but not for filming, just for taking some photos. And that was pretty interesting. That was pretty interesting. So we wanna, I did post a photo on my Instagram, and I'll probably be posting maybe a couple more from the night walk last night. So if you wanna check those out, check out my Instagram. Let's take a right look here. Beautiful, beautiful condo. And when they say the best condo on Aruba, I don't know if I can argue too much with that, because it does look really, really nice. And it's got a beautiful park next to it, which is this one. And yeah, it's very, very nice. And even though a lot of cars, a lot of traffic, it's also actually a very nice and quiet neighborhood. The rest of it, actually. So don't let the traffic alone deceive you. But of course, a condominium like that, I could not even start guessing the price, but I would just assume a couple of millions. That's just a wild guess. So are you enjoying the walk
Yeah.
tonight?
I love to walk. That's for sure. And when we walk at night, yeah, things look different. The lights, yeah. I think it's beautiful.
And it's not as
Puff.
hot as it is during the
Yeah.
day, so it's not too bad.
No, it's not so warm, and there's nice wind. And we're along the sea,
Yeah.
so it's nice breeze.
And even last night, I took you to some parts where we were definitely at night. I think it was like 8 p.m. or so. And you were surprised how safe it felt.
Yeah.
And areas where it kind of looked like it wouldn't be safe, but it's totally safe. So that's a question sometimes I get.
Yeah, no, I said it to you that I feel safe. There's nothing happened strange. No.
Normally this would also be, in case you're wondering, the carnival route. This is where we are or have been walking. This is one of the main roads for the carnival that is usually during the month of February, sometimes the beginning of March or so, and they'll put a lot of tents and such, so they can wait for the carnival to come. Let's maybe take a brief deviation here. There's a boat or jet ski or wave runner, whatever. Yeah. So I just took this quick detour so we could just check out the nice, beautiful west deck.
Where the food is always good.
Yeah,
I love to eat.
we love to eat mostly everywhere,
Yeah,
but
that's
this
true.
one is definitely up there with.
This one has the best
Yeah.
ceviche, I think.
Yeah. So you can sit down there. So again, this is the west deck, in case you were wondering. And we'll be finishing the walk in just a bit. We're gonna finish at the Wilhelmina Park. I think that's okay. It's not too far, it's on the other side. And then wrap it up and head back. So we're walking over a bridge now, but this bridge has never had any name.
Yeah,
So
I
we-
want to ask, but
Yeah, no, it hasn't had ever. And there's the bridge where the Renaissance here, just up in front, that was built in the mid 80s or so. When that property was built, it used to be a straight road, of course, and yeah. And yeah, well, we have basically arrived at the Wilhelmina Park. So if you are again on a cruise ship and you want to walk to the beach, take into account the minutes that we walked at not a super fast pace, but not at a very slow pace either. And then put another, I would say another 10 minutes walking on top of that is more or less the distance for walking to, or the time to walk to the beach. It's doable. Do I recommend it? Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah.
Depends. If you want to keep a nice budget, don't spend too much on transportation or such, that's one of those options that you can have. Let's see if I can turn the gimbal around so we can be in image again at the end of the video. And just actually wrapping up this one, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
And see you in the next one. Remember to subscribe, like and share, and thanks again for your support. Bye bye, folks.
Bye bye.